My name is Brother Tom Courtney, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. My grandparents are all from Ireland. Both of them got married in Chicago in 1895, 1897, so we're kind of homeschooled in Chicago, but strictly Irish. All relatives is Irish and all that. And I started with the Sacred Heart province in Chicago, St. Louis. So I inquired about that, when I was back in Chicago, that St. Peter's Church downtown, if you ever went over there. And he gave me the okay, so I wound up leaving there January 6th. I wound up here in Washington, D.C., 1975. And I was here about a week here in the monastery, and then I went straight over to Jerusalem. First assignment over there was in Bethlehem. So I spent 6 years in Bethlehem. And I spent 2 years at the major church, the Nativity Church. And I spent the next 4 years there in the Shepherd's Field, which is all in Bethlehem there. And then after that, I went to wound up going to the Sepulchre, Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. I spent a couple months there. I spent a little time in Tiberias, chapel over there in Tiberias. And then I was assigned from there to Nazareth. I spent 6 years in Nazareth. And after 6 years in Nazareth, I wound up going to Egypt for 3 years. Then I came back from Cairo there, and I was assigned in a cenacle in Jerusalem for 3 years, the room of the Last Supper there. And I left there in 95. I went from Jerusalem 1995 to 2005 in Syria. So I spent 9 years in Syria. Well, all the places are kind of distinct, So, whatever you do over there, each one's kind of unique in its place, but I've personally enjoyed them all, actually. And now I'm back here in the monastery. He made a guide out of me, so I've been talking here for 8 years. One of the big questions you get around here is dangerous over there, Well, I don't know what it is or not. I spent 30 years over there, and I walked the streets in Cairo and Damascus and over there in Egypt, everywhere over there, and I didn't really have any real problems there. So I guess you could be at the wrong place at the wrong time, something like that. But it might even be a little more dangerous in this area around here in the city, in the States, Well, I used to mention sometimes, as far as I came into as a fire department in Chicago, for about 10 years before I came into the job. I was also a construction worker, pipe fitter. I had my union card, so when I came into the order, I wasn't looking for a job. I had 2 good jobs. But I came in here kind of maybe a conversion basis. I don't want to talk about a conversion or anything, but I was worrying about the fires around here. I was worried about the one downstairs. So I kind of mentioned to different kids, I says, if you can't beat the job as a friar anyhow, I says, we get 3 squares a day, a bed, promise of heaven, and no layoffs, and travel and adventure. Now, you find a place you can beat that job, you better stay with that one.